Hi everyone. Today is day 36 of Revenue Cat Ship Button Challenge, and I think I spoke wrongly. It is actually day 37 today, and yesterday was 36. It's almost 3 of the day, but I think today was the first day that I got delayed in making the video because yesterday was a long day. It was a really long day. Like, the MacBook's battery is 10%, and I hope I will be able to explain everything because I want to. So let's go back to the beginning of the day, which is like midnight. I was working on the macOS version because, as I mentioned in the previous video, macOS Sequoia dropped out of nowhere. Like, I had heard the newer rumors, but I didn't think that they would just launch it like 2 months before. So I got the macOS version to work. I have not been able to get the visionOS version to work, so that's something I'm worried about. And then I was like, every hour I was spending some time to get the build out on App Store, and till 4:30 I couldn't figure it out. Then I reached out to a friend, and he mentioned that do not use macOS Sequoia RC, which is very stupid. Like, if you have released an RC, why would you not let me use that? So in the end, I used Sonoma using Cloud, Xcode Cloud to send the build, and the build was finally up there. And it was like 6 a.m., and then I went to sleep, and when I woke up at, I think, 2 or 3, the bill was still waiting for review. So I got very impatient, and I saw someone on Twitter mention that you can expedite a review. So I clicked on that link, then I went to expedite, ask for an expedited review, which is when you have a critical bug that you want to solve, or you have an event coming up. And for me, this event was being on the first day of iOS 18, and I feel like I did abuse that expedite review, so I wouldn't do that again, in at least in the meanwhile, because uh, it's a fine line to draw. Like, what's the actual reason? Like, for me, it was almost a genuine reason. I say almost because I did not want to wait for a few days for the review to happen. And as soon as I started for the expedite review, it got into in review in just 2 minutes. And then I think after 3 hours I got a rejection mail, and the rejection was the weirdest that I have seen, that your UI device capabilities is not letting us install on an iPhone 14 or an iPad Air, so fix it. So I didn't know what to do, so I just added a what happened? Okay, connection paused. So I just added what's it called, ARM64 capability. I first added a lot of capabilities, then I got an invalid binary that your the phone should support it. So I removed that, then I added ARM64, and when I did that, I sent a build. In just 2 minutes, it went from waiting for review to in review, and in just 2 more minutes, I think in 3 minutes it went into in review, and just 2 minutes it was pending developer or pending release. And at that time, I was supposed to achieve nirvana, but I did not. Like, I knew that this was coming, that I would not feel as happy as I thought I would, getting another app shipped. Like, it feels like not a big thing for me anymore, but it was more of a sigh of relief. Like, just want to get done with this, because I've been working on this app for the past 45-50 days, and I just wanted it on the App Store as soon as possible. And after the app was released, I celebrated by having a chocolate for after a long time, and then I got back to work. I had to ship the iOS 18 build at work as well, so managing both has been exhausting. After that, I went to sleep again. Did I went to sleep? I think I did. Oh, and now it makes sense. So after, when I worked on the in the morning, when I worked on after submitting the build, I did not go to sleep. I started working on the iPad OS version. I added a pencil squeeze, and I was working on it till like 12 or 2. And then, instead of, like I said that I woke up at 2, I think went to sleep at Two, because I had to attend a meeting, and after attending that meeting I went to sleep and told them that I won't be available. And when I woke up, I started working on this blur effect. That's the only thing that I wanted to show, and that's why I have this app open. Is like when I click on refine, I have this blur view, which is the nicest interaction I have made for this app. My idea was to kind of copy the whole camera slider in iPhone 16, but I was like, I don't want to copy it like word by word. So instead I just went with my own implementation, which has a little bit of more of so as you can see, the when I'm on at this point, it is going like this, but in the camera slider, the first slider is this and the second is this. Then there's like an exponential decrease in the sliders. You can tell the way that I'm explaining that I have watched that video. I put that video in a slow motion, got it to 50%, then I watched again and again, maybe more than 100 times. Like I have watched it enough that I know how that interaction is. So my idea was to kind of directly copy it as it is, but I decided not to do that, mostly for the reason I wanted to maintain some originality in my app. So this is what I did instead. And because I have added haptics as well, it's much nicer. It feels like an ASMR fidget tool instead of a blur effect. Like you can just play with this all day. I can make a game out of it. So with that, the app is finally shipped. I want to ship this thing to the App Store, but right now, because it's still pending release, that means I will have to first remove it, then put this new build, and I don't know how much time this new build will take. Maybe 1 day, 2 day, 5 days. So I do not want to risk it. I do want this to be on the day one. So what I'm thinking is that as soon as the app releases on 16th, I will put an 1.0.1 version with this blur effect and put it for review. And with that, I hope things will go smoother. I don't have anything else. I upgraded the system to work with the paywall. So right now, if you clicked on any of these refine or craft, it will open the paywall directly, but now it will show you all these 4 options, and even it will show you all the templates. But one evil thing, or not, I won't say evil, it's like enticing thing. So you like, wow, this is so beautiful, and when you click on this cosmic aurora, then it will show you the paywall. So you can't apply it, but you can see it. So that's my way of enticing the user. And even for the save, you can, when you click on C code, it will show you the option instead, so a paywall instead. So you cannot see the code at all, because I have worked hard on getting that code to work, so I need money for that. And with that, I'm just relieved that the app will be on the App Store, and I will start working on my second Shipperton project, which I still have a week left. I know I can finish it in a day. So that's the best part, because I know I can copy a lot of code from this. It's not the same idea, but it does have some things that I can just copy paste from this app itself. So with that, I have enough of talking today. I need to go back to work, help my client ship for iOS 18, and then I'm just happy the app is done. Like, I don't want to work more on this app, at least for the next week. So I actually don't know what I'm going to talk for the next 1 week, but my plan is to still share some insights about working as an indie developer. And I hope you will, if you're still listening, I hope you have been enjoying the past 37 days, because 37 days is a lot. 5 weeks, man. With that, let's wrap this video up, and I hope you're having a great day, and see you tomorrow. We will never know.